When you look back at our lives, it's all lies and fraud. They say if you die, you go to a good place, and if you live diligently, you receive blessings, and if you pray earnestly, all your wishes come true. Oh really? What wish comes true? Then what about the people in those fire-struck areas? Was it because they didn't go to temples or churches or follow Jesus? All of them went to temples and believed in God. 80 to 90% of them were believers. Yet it all burned down to ashes. What are they believing in? Am I right or wrong? Even the boats parked by the coast caught fire, and Burnett shows how terrifying fire is. Such confusion and disaster struck. Really, I couldn't sleep last night, just thinking about it. The images kept coming back to me. What came to mind? The people whose homes burned were crying like that, sitting there. But where can they go now? Who will build homes for them? Who builds them a house? Can the government build all those houses? They can't. Too many houses burned down. The homes are gone. People burned to death. They still have to hold funerals. But with what money? They have none. It's a huge problem. Even the pots and spoons all burned away. You are truly blessed. Those who have come to Yonghwa Temple, right? You are happy. Those who have come to Yonghwa Temple are happy even if they live just one more day and then die. When you die, you will all go to Yonghwa world. Otherwise, when you die, you become ghosts, wild spirits, and all disappear. And those who have not taken commandments of Buddhism are blind ghost fools who can't even open their eyes, completely useless. What does giving commandments of Buddhism mean? Isn't it interdependent arising between Buddha's enlightened light and you? Even a bean must be planted in soil to sprout. Isn't that right? The bean and the soil must interdependently arise for it to sprout. If you just leave the bean there, can it sprout? Once you take the commandments of Buddhism, interdependent arising begins from that very moment and continues until the time you pass away. So isn't that an unbelievably good destiny? Ask an older female Buddhist, do you die or not? They believe they won't die. Really? Ask them. They think they won't die. But you do die. And when you die, that's the end. But those who have taken the commandments of Buddhism interdependently arise through Buddha's enlightened light. And that light is infused into their body, so interdependent arising continues. Got it? What's the use of a bean being good? If it isn't planted in the ground, it won't sprout. It only sprouts when it is planted. It's the same with rice and all things we live among. Every living thing must interdependently arise with the soil to sprout and live. A living being sprouts and lives through this. If it doesn't connect to the soil, by what miracle can it emerge and come into this world? Isn't that so? It's the same logic. The principle is the same for you. That's why it's precious. I have pride in it. So when I tell people to just take the commandments of Buddhism, they say, what's that all about? But because I explain it all through metaphors of logic, even those with blocked heads can understand. Don't you understand? Right? No matter what, living is best while I'm alive. Right? So my belief, I live long, that's what I say. Live long, see many good things, experience the world, and eat lots of delicious food. You have to live like that before you go. What's the point of just suddenly dying? Death is the end, I'm telling you. So it's death. Death. It should be death goat, but it's death. That's why Buddha's enlightened light is precious, right? With Buddha's enlightened light, you can create and preserve life. Without Buddha's enlightened light, there is no creation. Isn't it amazing? You all saw that picture in my room, right? Is there anyone who hasn't? You saw it? You saw the light coming out, right? That's not something I made up. The light shoots right out of my hand. You saw the picture taken, didn't you? It's not a lie. If it were a lie, it'd be a scam. But it's not a lie. How could light come out of a person's hand? Think about it. Isn't it mysterious? Amazing. So even when going into that room, when Monk Hyeu presses the fingerprint scanner, it works well. But when I press it, it doesn't. When the light touches it, the scanner gets confused from receiving the light. That's how it is. So Buddha's enlightened light comes out of the body for the sake of living beings. Just because there's Buddha's enlightened light doesn't mean you feel full without eating. The light comes out for all living beings of this world. So even for a sick person, if I place my hand over them, their body improves right on the spot. With light, I'm telling you, it's real. My hand, look. Isn't it different? I'm the original medicine Buddha. The original. So if you say medicine Buddha, you can even take off the Buddha part. Who cares? Just saying medicine is enough. Who cares if you don't add the word Buddha? Right? I'm the original medicine. Isn't that amazing? Shakyamuni or Jesus or Confucius, those kinds of people don't have this. They have no Buddha's enlightened light, and light doesn't come out of their hands. I have Ushnisha beads on my forehead. Ushnisha beads. Yes, I have them. And on the crown of my head, I also have Ushnisha beads. My head is precious 7 if it looks like this. Where does an enlightened sermon come from? It must come from the head. Is there anyone among living beings whose head delivers sermons like mine? There's not a single one in the world. That's why this head is precious. Got it? It's precious. The precious sermon must come from here. Where else would it come from? These Ushnisha beads on my forehead must have this to become the saint and the noble. So Shakyamuni or Jesus don't have these. Nothing. Just words. Just words. So Shakyamuni Buddha was a great person, worthy of respect, but when it comes to enlightening living beings, he didn't have these things. None of it. Just words. Also, in that era, the most trustworthy thing was what? Prayer. Prayer. If your leg hurts while going up a mountain, you think, I should pick up a stone and spit on it. Spitting repeatedly on it, you throw it firmly at the village shrine. The village shrine. Now that's one superstition. That's now, in Nepal or places like that. What? Tibet, India, what? This, that, what? Places like these, they all believe in superstition. Superstition. Our country too believed a lot in the old days. It's because I don't mention it. In the old days in our country too, if you looked at the village shrine site, they'd put up red ropes and just hang cloths there and do all sorts of things. It's because I don't say everything. I can't even speak of it. In the old days in our country too, on trees, on village deity trees, they'd tie brooms and do all sorts of things. There were many. It's because I don't mention it. But that's all believing in superstition.
(56억 7천만 년) 후 미륵 부처님께서 오신다. 이것은 사실인가 아니면 조작된 낭설인가? 조회수 1억 회를 돌파한 한국 불교의 기념비적 법문의 탄생. 안양 수리산 용화사 용화미륵대불 특별 법문 125부. 만물의 기본 원리 공사상, 생명의 모태 광명의 빛, 살아있음의 증거 연기법, 사후세계의 진실 윤회와 환생. 수천 년간 왜곡되어 전파된 기존 불법에 모순된 깨우침, 그 뒤틀린 이치를 바로잡다. 안양 수리산 용화상 용화미륵대불 특별 법문 125부. 지금 바로 확인하세요.
우주 만물의 법칙, 공사상. 공사상의 창시자, 용화미륵부처님의 가르침. 깨우친 부처는 몸에서 빛이 나오시며 광명의 빛으로 중생을 구제하신다. 만물을 창조하는 태양의 빛이 광명의 빛이며 인간이 환생하게 할 수 있는 것은 오직 깨우친 부처님의 광명의 빛이다. 살아계신 부처님의 광명의 빛, 그것이 곧 공사상이다. 수계를 받는다는 것은 광명의 빛, 즉 공사상을 내 몸 안에 품는 것이다. 죽음 이후 윤회는 없고 단지 모든 것은 소멸될 뿐이다. 깨우친 부처님의 광명의 빛으로 수계를 받으면 죽은 뒤에도 용화 세계를 볼 수 있는 눈을 갖게 된다. 천도와 수계는 깨우친 부처님의 광명의 빛을 통해서만 가능하다. 죽어서 천도받지 말고 살아있을 때 수계를 받아라. 보고, 듣고, 확인할 수 있는 것만을 믿고 따르라. 죽은 것은 연기할 수 없고 오직 살아있는 것만이 연기할 수 있다. 금을 인위적으로 만들 수 없듯이 부처는 처음부터 부처로 오는 것이지 기도나 참선으로 중생이 부처가 될 수는 없다. 단 수계받은 자는 광명의 빛을 받아 생불이 될 수 있다. 이 모든 공사상은 용화미륵부처님에 의해 창조되었다. 하늘과 땅, 바다와 산처럼 생명과 창조의 근원이며 한계가 없는 영원 불멸의 진리, 공사상. 용화미륵부처님의 공사상을 매주 일요일 안양 수리산 용화사에서 직접 보고 듣고 만나보십시오.
예수님의 12 제자, 석가모니 부처님의 아난존자, 그리고 깨우쳐 오신 미륵 부처님의 공사상을 세상에 알린 태명혜우스님. 출가 그리고 수행. 석가모니 불께 수기를 받고 미륵 부처님을 만나 미륵 불법을 펴기까지 조회수 100만 회를 돌파한 태명혜우스님의 출가 수행기. 불교의 현주소. 천도되지 못한 부모님과 끝없는 천도제의 굴레. 정직한 수행자의 비참했던 과거부터 깨우쳐 오신 생불 용화미륵부처님을 마주하기까지. 거짓 천도제와 잘못된 가르침으로부터 기도하고 빌어서는 이룰 수 없다는 진리를 깨닫기까지. 살아계신 미륵 부처님의 몸에서 나오는 광명의 빛을 처음 마주한 살아있는 증인의 생생한 목소리와 진리를 관통하는 깨우친 출가 수행기. 태명혜우스님의 출가 수행기. 지금 바로 확인하세요.